Yo,
Yeah.
welcome back to Politics Was JA. I am your host, just a normal Jamaican citizen. And today we have Mr. Logics, and we know we are going to hold a little reasoning. So, dancehall artist Tommy Lee, him get arrested in December 2020. By March 2021, him plead guilty for possession of an illegal gun and ammunition. So, in March 2023, he was released from the Horizon remand, and people are talking as a boy because my artist get preferential treatment, and if he's a little poor youth, they get hold with a gun, and that did they lock away for years. You see me I say? So it causes a controversy in a society, and we are talking about it because I don't see a man if you have a legal gun, but why cannot everyone who have an illegal gun get a consistent sentencing? You understand? So at that now we are going to talk about, because as we say, we not trust the system, because how one man get less time and the next man get more time for the same offense. You understand? So we are going to dissect that and talk about it. Plus we hear Delroy Chuck say mandatory sentencing must be done by the judges, while Chief Justice Bryan Sykes come out and I say, boy, no, I'm not agree with that, you know. You get me? I say, so me I say, when you see them two persons in a two authoritative position come out and state them position and they oppose against each other, you must know, say, them now work together as one government to serve we the Jamaican citizens. You understand? So, Mr. Logics, let's say hi to viewers and subscribers and before we jump in our topic.
Big up to our viewers and subscribers. And guys, remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for the best views on current affairs and politics.
You may ask Mr. Logics, how much murder rate go last year? 2022.
1,498, I think, was the final for that.
So, what the preferred choice of homicide and murder in Jamaica?
By guns.
Guns.
So the usage of guns.
Illegal guns. So hold on.
Right.
So, you feel say the government passing this firearm licensing act in 2022, what they must say, if you get fined with a gun or ammunition, 15 years you have to do in a prison.
Yeah, mandatory 15 years, whether you plead guilty or not.
Whether you plead guilty or not?
Right. Whether you plead guilty or not, you still get in the 15 years.
15 years. So hold on. Yeah. So how Tommy Lee Sparta, dancehall artist, only 3 years? Probably 3 or 4 years.
Because it was caught before the new legislation came into place. So it came into place. They started to debate the new legislation in September last year into November, then it was passed in February this year.
Oh, say, boy, Tommy Lee lucky.
Yeah, as a lot of people that say Tommy Lee very, very, very lucky, because if I didn't know he get catch, like every other persons, he'll be getting the mandatory 15 years. So he's very lucky.
But me see where Delroy Chuck, the Minister of Justice, has said he want increase the sentencing if you get charged, if you get convicted for murder to 45 years. You feel say that too long, the stretch is too long?
It's too long. And it's going to cause a problem in the prison system. And what makes it evil, let me tell you.
So I'm the court system, because me know it can cause a problem in the prison system, but I'm the court system.
It is going to cause a problem in the court system as well, because this is why I always say a lot of these politicians are very hypocritical, right? And
hypocritical the politician them?
Yeah, man, Delroy Chuck is a big hypocrite, because in 2016, when JLP won the election for years, he was the one, Delroy Chuck was the one, right, that introduced the revised plea bargaining deal.
Yeah.
And he kept a lot on the plea bargaining, while he was the one that was saying that we need to have plea bargains to free up the...
Yeah, true. Remember, I'm not talking about that, Wally.
Right, he talked about a lot too. From 2016 to 2020, he was there all over the island at Rotary clubs, conferences and meetings. I was saying that, and I was encouraging criminals to take the plea bargain deal so that the system can run smoother.
No, but
right, he was a very, very big advocate of that.
Yes,
so
but
how could you be a big advocate of plea bargains for murders, for guns, for all these crimes, and then suddenly you change your mind?
no, but remember saying, the system probably implement it, and them say it not working. The criminal them no want plea if you no bargain. That
Yeah,
I
but
think,
a lot of them are actually using the loopholes still, A lot of them are using the loophole, right? But I think this is my thing, right? And I don't think that legislation, in terms of the compilation was done to Delroy Chuck alone. I think the Prime Minister Andrew Holness and Malawi Fort.
Which one that? The Firearm License Act what them revise now?
Yeah,
or
they
the
were
plea
the ones
bargain?
that actually they were the people that push it.
Which one?
Push
The plea bargain or the licensing one?
Yeah, the licensing one, the mandatory 15 years for the license for illegal guns.
Malawi Fort and Andrew pushed the one there.
It is said that it's both of them push it. So I don't think it was done to the Justice Minister alone, Delroy Chuck, but he should have speak out against it since he was one that campaigned and plea bargain.
You're mad? So what you say? Andrew, you think say Andrew Holness and Malawi Fort cancel out Delroy Chuck idea of bail system because Delroy Chuck is a lawyer. Him is a lawyer. Him lawyer, so him know about the justice system in and out.
Yeah, he's a big lawyer, and even Malawi Fort is a lawyer as well. She was a judge.
Yes.
But here's the difference now. I think the Prime Minister was the main one that pushed it due to politics. And this is all I'm going to explain. When I said due to politics, right? Over the years, the concerns about crime has increased rapidly.
Yes.
And it has now, the latest polls, right, political polls, have shown that crime is now the main concern in the country.
So right? Andrew have to do something about it?
Yeah, he's trying to do something about it by giving long sentences. That is the reason. But why? Because he realized that he's being blamed for the increase in crime in the society. So he's trying to act tough. So with a lot of SOEs and with mandatory sentence, right?
So who if we blame if we not blame Andrew for crime?
Well, he's the leader of the country. He has to take responsibility for national security issues.
Exactly.
You understand? He has to, because that's one of the roles of the government. One of the rules of the government is to secure the citizens of its country.
But he's not Minister of Defense too. And
he's good. He's also the Minister of Defense, right?
So if you defend the masses and the poor people.
He defends the masses and the poor people. But here's the thing now, right? It won't. I'm going to tell you this from right now. And you're going to see it. You're going to see the results. You're going to see the facts in the next 2-3 years, right? This legislation won't have any effects on crime.
Oh, you know that? You're not law enforcer. You're not prosecutor. Yeah,
the reason why it's
liar.
No, this is why I'm saying that, right? When a gunman decides to kill his enemy, right?
He's
not going to think about long sentences. Why? But let me tell you how you have to think like a criminal, right? Criminals think in Jamaica that they can always do a crime and get away with it because number one, most of the criminals in the country, right? Probably all of them, they don't think that they are going to get caught. And it's the facts are there to prove that most of them don't get caught. So the thing is, if you're not able to catch the criminals, how are you going to be able to sentence them?
Oh, so hold on. So you want them to get caught now? Let me talk about the one there.
Yeah.
Why is it Chief Justice Sykes has said him not support the whole minimum mandatory increase? You want criminals to get caught? Why him not support that?
Alright, let me tell you why, and he has a very good point, right? Because it is going to increase a lot of case backlog in the court system, and when it increases the case backlog in the court system, right, this is what is going to happen. It is likely that because the government said they won't be able to plead guilty and get a lesser sentence, right? What does that mean is that all cases, persons that are charged for murder or guns, right? These cases will go to a trial.
Yeah.
That is what is going to happen. We're going to have a trial, and then here's the issue. When you have case backlogs, right? With trials, right? Because nowadays, especially for murder cases, trials where persons don't plead guilty are taking for over 10 years to actually complete, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is generally the average, right? So what is going to happen is that when these cases, with this new law and the increase in the case backlogs, right?
Yeah.
You're going to find that the trials, right, is going to take more than 10 years now, and then what is going to happen is that a lot of the evidence and the eyewitnesses are going to get fed up, and the judge will have to throw out a lot of these cases and free the person that was charged. That is what is going to happen.
So what you tell me, say?
Because for the cases,
you better
the eyewitnesses. So
hold on, Sarach. What you tell me, say? You better you make a man will get caught with an illegal gun ammunition go serve 3 years. That make him stay in a prison for 10 years and the judge short the case?
No, what I'm saying is, right, I'm not going to say 3 years, but I think 8 to 10 years once plead guilty, right?
Mm-hmm.
And for murder, I think the 25 years was reasonable. That what they had before. If you plead guilty, right? It was reasonable because of a long time in prison. That's like basically half of a person's life. Most persons are a third, right? So what is going to happen is that it is proven that witnesses, the longer cases took to complete our trials in the court system,
mm-hmm.
the witnesses normally give up, or they get fed up, or they change location, because we think we're looking at over 10 years now for trials now.
They probably migrate or pass away
migrate or pass away. And this is what the Chief Justice is saying, this is what he's trying to point to, that when the trial ready to start in the court system, because of the case backlog, right, you're going to find out a lot of the evidence disappear and there's no main witnesses. And then now the prosecution or the crown will have a hard time proving their case.
So why the court system have a better management system for try to make things go faster and everything? Why
they could have a better management? They should have a better management, but the government hasn't spent a lot of resources in the judiciary system. That is the main reason. They need to put more resources in more courthouses in each parish, because you know that most parishes only have a courthouse in the capital of the parish.
Yes.
What they need is, for them to speed up that, they would need more courthouses in the towns across the country, the small towns, more judges, right? And that will speed up the judiciary system. But the government, they're not interested in that because it's going to take a lot of resources.
So hold on. So what a solution to this is the politician them, when them are going to do this mandatory minimum sentencing thing, then if we provide more resources to the judges.
Yeah, they have to provide more resources to the judges, and more resources mean a smoother transition of trials. But the government has known this, not just now. They have known this for decades, because it is a 40-50 years problem.
No, but one
that the country faces.
It sounds like Chief Justice Sykes now want to do work. It's like he look on the load of work and I say, boy, it a clog up the system. Why them not just do the work and try and find some way to make the system unclog and do what them a do? Because we not hear police complain.
Yeah, the police might not be complaining, but they really can't do anything, because what happens now is that the defense lawyers, right?
Yeah.
From time to time, they file a lot of injunctions in court and ask for bail applications, and from time to time they find when they're defending their clients, they will come up with new evidence where the judge now have to put off the case again to look into it. So it takes a lot of time. If there were no defense lawyers for these criminals, then the cases would easily proceed. But because of the defense lawyers now, the defense lawyers are the person that normally slow down the cases.
So where that say in this instance, if you say Delroy Chuck, the minimum sentencing thing, if you say agree with the Chief Justice or Chief Justice for us doing work and try unclog the system, why solution?
I think that the solution is for the government to put more resources into the into the judiciary system. If they can't put more resources into the judiciary system, then the Justice Minister Delroy Chuck needs to agree with the Chief Justice.
You feel say
They can't put more resources.
You feel say remember say election are come up right now, you know, and crime are one of the biggest
yeah, crime is actually the biggest concern, which is the reason why I think it is political in nature.
So
if crime,
them really are push this minimum sentence for when election come for say boy, well,
they have done something about it.
No, but them not really do nothing about it. Them not really do nothing about it because the system, because if a man have accused of commit a crime, say a illegal gun or murder, and I got a court for all 10 years. 10 years in a system. Because when him got court for 10 years, that stop him from travel, from do certain business, have certain record and so, you know.
Yeah, but generally, regarding to bail, though, you know that like under the Constitution, every person has a right to bail.
Yes.
Understand? And as long as the judge see that there is no travel issues regarding whether or not the person is going to run away. Once the judge see that for the bail application, the person can meet certain standards, then they will normally approve bail. Most persons do get bail though.
No man, I don't feel so. Remember saying in most criminal cases, in the one young child, how much of them get bail? In a cartel case, in a Tesha Miller case.
No, the gang child is different, you know.
No, for them never get bail.
The gang child is different. Yeah, they never get because that the gang child is different though. It's they all try under the anti-gang legislation, which generally doesn't give bail.
Yeah. So what you say about this? You feel say the politician and the judges them to come to a sit down and see how them deal with this minimum sentencing.
Yeah, I think they should come together and decide to review the whole new legislation and come to a common ground. What they could do is probably reduce it and put it halfway, satisfy everybody, to 25 to 30 years. That is what I would recommend.
No, but
for murders.
So hold on. Is the time period decide on whether a man plead guilty or it just is substance like case?
Sometimes it's the substance of the case, you know, right? Because a lot of time the lawyers for the clients, if the lawyers realize that the case is overwhelmingly on the side of the prosecution, they will tell their clients it's best to plead guilty. But with this new legislation and act, right, there's no plea guilty option, so lawyers will then now have to go to trial. And that is going to make the court system react very, very slow.
No man, I think I see something where them say if a man plead guilty under new legislation, even if him plead guilty, he might get 30 years for murder and 15 years for gun and ammunition. But
I did not see one about the 30 years of murder, but what I understand is that it's 45 years mandatory.
Yeah,
that's what they're trying to put forward.
So
even if they plead.
So a man would have rather for drag it out in a system then, for try to find a loophole, rather than for take the plea guilty bargain.
Drag it out in the system, and they can easily find loopholes because they can drag it out in the system, and the person is likely going to know the eyewitness and the person that saw them commit the crime. So once they drag it out, they can find means and ways of intimidating the eyewitnesses.
Yeah, because defense have to get disclosure.
Right, and that is what is going to cause a lot of cases to throw out.
Okay. Alright then. Thank you for your review, you know. And people want to continue to view and subscribe to the thing and share it because we have other interesting topics